Imagine cracking open an old family box, tucked away in a dusty attic for generations. You dig through faded photographs, brittle letters, and suddenly, your fingers brush against a little cloth pouch. Inside you find a handful of strange, beautiful coins, each whispering secrets from the past. But what if one of those coins was $1 million Japanese treasure, the kind that would make collectors worldwide lose their minds? Japanese coinage isn't just about money, it's about history, power, and stories that have survived centuries. Today, we're diving into 10 of the rarest and most fascinating Japanese coins ever minted, coins collectors dream of finding. So, buckle up as we begin our journey through Japan's hidden numismatic treasures, because the next legendary coin might be hiding right under your nose. Picture a coin so massive, so legendary, it was reserved for Japan's most powerful warlords and shoguns. Enter the Tensho Oban, a slab of pure gold, about the size of a postcard, stamped with calligraphy and intricate seals. Minted under Toyotomi Hideyoshi in the late 16th century, this coin was a symbol of wealth and power during a turbulent era. Its sheer size and gold content make it awe-inspiring, but genuine examples are incredibly rare. Most are locked away in museums or private collections. Counterfeiting was a problem even back then, so authentication is everything. Experts use microscopes, chemical tests, and years of experience to weed out fakes. A real Tensho Oban is museum level. Finding one in beautiful condition is like discovering a lost samurai sword. Collectors consider the Oban the holy grail of Japanese numismatics. It's not just a coin, it's a symbol of ambition, power, and artistry. So, next time you see a big gold coin with Japanese writing, remember, it could be a piece of history that shaped a nation. Fast forward to the 19th century, Japan is transforming, and the Meiji-era gold coins mark the birth of modern Japan. Struck in pure gold, these coins are precious even before you consider their history. But rarity is the real game-changer. Wars, economic turmoil, and mass melting mean few have survived in pristine condition. Collectors obsess over coins with sharp details and original luster. Even a tiny scratch can make a huge difference in value. The most sought after are the 20 yen and 10 yen gold pieces, with certain years fetching astronomical prices. Demand is global, driving prices higher every year. Where there's money, there are fakes. So professional authentication is essential. To hold a Meiji gold coin is to hold a piece of Japan's leap from isolation to world power. Pattern coins, or trial pieces, are prototypes. Coins made to test new designs before mass production. In 1870, as Japan built its new monetary system, mint officials struck a handful of pattern coins. Most were melted down, or lost. That's what makes them so insanely rare. Each surviving pattern coin is a unique window into Japan's coin-making lab, with wild designs, dragons, phoenixes, imperial crests. Collectors are obsessed with these coins for their rarity and the what-if factor. Owning a pattern coin is like holding the blueprint for a parallel universe of Japanese money. The value can skyrocket, especially if they're in top condition or have a well-documented history. Only a handful of experts can reliably authenticate them. For many collectors, these are the ultimate prize, not just coins, but stories frozen in metal. In 1871, Japan created the Japanese trade dollar, a heavy silver coin designed for international markets. These coins are big, bold, and beautiful, often featuring a radiant dragon or flowing script. Their silver content makes them valuable, but their real significance lies in their role as Japan's ambassadors to global commerce. Today, surviving trade dollars are highly sought after, especially those in mint condition, because they circulated across Asia. Many were counterfeited or altered. Authentication is crucial. High-grade examples can fetch huge prices at auction, even worn ones are prized for their history. For collectors, owning a genuine trade dollar is like holding a ticket to the dawn of Japan's international age. The iconic dragon yen from the 1870s and 1880s features a fierce, swirling dragon, a symbol of power and national pride. Minted in silver, these coins were Japan's answer to the dollar coins used across Asia. Some dates and varieties are extremely rare, and tiny design changes can make one coin worth hundreds, while another is worth tens of thousands. Collectors go wild for rare mint marks, proof strikes, and coins in pristine condition. The dragon design represents Japan's emergence as a modern power. With so many counterfeits, authentication is vital. Experts examine everything from metal composition to the sound the coin makes. For collectors, the dragon yen is more than money. It's a symbol of Japan's strength and artistry. That's why these coins are fiercely hunted across the world. The Meiji-era silver yen is where old meets new, Japan's first modern silver currency, introduced as the country transitioned to a unified industrial nation. The dragon motif links it to ancient traditions, while its standardized design represents Japan's leap into the modern world. Some years and varieties are especially rare, and coins in top condition are snapped up almost instantly. Millions were minted, but only a tiny fraction survived in near-perfect shape. Variety is key. Different mints, edge types, and design tweaks can make all the difference. The hunt for the perfect Meiji silver yen never really ends. Original luster, sharp details, and lack of cleaning or damage separate a valuable coin from a common one. For anyone interested in Japanese history, the Meiji silver yen is a must-have, a coin that bridges centuries. The end of the 19th century was a time of massive change for Japan's money. Traditional coins gave way to modern minting techniques, and the Mizuho coins marked this historic transition. Minted at the Tokyo Mint, these coins combined old motifs with new technology, dragons and imperial crests struck with precision machinery. Their rarity, especially in high grade, makes them special. Many were melted down or heavily circulated. Transitional pieces showing both old and new designs are especially prized. The Mizuho mark itself is a symbol of innovation, representing Japan's embrace of the future. Authentication is key, since counterfeits and altered coins are common. For those fascinated by the intersection of tradition and progress, Mizuho coins are a treasure trove. Step back to the early 19th century and you'll find one of Japan's most unusual coins, the Tenpo-tsuho. Issued during the Tenpo era, this massive oval copper coin was valued at 100 man, a huge amount for its time. Its size and unique shape make it instantly recognizable. Created in response to an economic crisis, many were damaged or worn down over the years. Finding one in excellent condition is a real prize for any collector. The most valuable Tenpo-tsuho coins have survived nearly untouched, despite being over 150 years old. Some have special marks or varieties that make them extra rare. So, the next time you see a big, oval copper coin, remember, it's a survivor from one of Japan's most dramatic eras. Gold coins have always held a special place in Japanese history, and none more so than the koban. The Bunsei koban, struck during the early 19th century, was a key part of the Edo period's currency system. These oval gold coins were used by merchants, samurai, and daimyos to settle debts and display wealth. Authentic koban are incredibly hard to find. Counterfeits have been around for centuries. Genuine koban are struck from high-purity gold and feature crisp calligraphy, but tiny differences can make or break authenticity. Provenance, a coin's documented history, is hugely important. The Bunsei koban and other gold currencies are symbols of Japan's golden age. For serious collectors, finding a genuine koban is like finding buried treasure, a piece of history you can actually hold. The Kanei-tsuho might seem humble, but it's one of the most iconic coins in Japanese history. Introduced in the early 17th century, these small round copper coins were the backbone of everyday commerce for over 2 centuries. Millions were made, but tiny differences in design, mint marks, and metal composition can make some varieties extremely rare and valuable. Some Kanei-tsuho coins have special marks from remote provincial mints or unusual inscriptions. The best examples have sharp details, clear characters, and original patina. Most Kanei-tsuho are common, but the rarest types can fetch thousands at auction. For collectors, the thrill is in the hunt and the possibility that the next great rarity is still out there. So, next time you come across a small copper Japanese coin, take a closer look. You might be holding a piece of hidden history. Japanese rare coins are more than collectibles, they're time machines, each telling a story from a different era. The most valuable coins aren't always the ones with the highest price tags. Sometimes, it's the story and the journey that make them priceless. So, are you ready to